All right, everybody, what is going on? How you all doing? We are back with Bloodborne on the PlayStation 4. Now, we're pretty much exactly where we left off. The only thing that I really did different from the last video was I went and got enough blood echoes to purchase this crow, I forget what it's called exactly. Let's take a look at what it's called. The crow feather armor and the blade of mercy, and level it up 3 times. I really like this attire, or this crow feather uniform. I really like it, so I'm glad I went out of my way to kill that chick to get it. And I've never tried her weapon before, so I'm pretty interested to see how it works. Its secondary form is it splits off into 2, and then its regular form is just 1 blade, and it seems like it has pretty fast slashes. Its charge attacks and stuff are a little different. Like, that's kind of a regular one. And then, oh, I didn't mean to shoot the gun. My bad. And then when you go into the transform mode, that's its heavy attack. Its charge attack isn't any different, actually. That's its regular slashes. And then the R2 is like a double backdash or something. I don't know what you'd call that exactly, but we're going to try this weapon out, see how it goes. But we're pretty much going to go to the area we left off at last time. And hopefully I sound pretty good. It's for the first time in probably, I don't know, the last couple years, my nose is relatively clear. I did get some nasal spray to help with my nose and my sinuses, because ever since I moved to where I currently live, my allergies have been bad. I've been using this nasal spray, and it seems to be helping pretty good, so... Still not perfect. Still, I'm a little stuffy today, but nowhere near what I've been like the past couple years. I mean, it's just amazing to have a clear, somewhat clear, like, sinuses again. Oh, it's nice. But here we are. Now we're gonna be getting back to the bulk of the gameplay, giving you guys a few tips here and there. Like I said, I'm no pro at this game, but I'm just gonna give you guys some tips along the way. First off, we're going to go this way. This way does lead to a dead end, but there are some enemies here, and we may as well kill them. We do have this guy hiding behind this carriage, and I think he always... Yeah, oh god. It's hard to sneak up on him. Alright, so this weapon doesn't seem that bad. We're going to go straight to the crow and kill it. And just in case if I need it, I do have my axe still equipped, so... If I can hit him. Alright, so we are going to go over here, because there are some enemies to kill, and there are some bodies with some stuff to collect. In fact, I think that was the only one in this area, actually. But we're gonna go up here. Let's try some of the double secondary form. This weapon, you do have to be careful. It doesn't have like any stun or knockback like the axe does, so you're not really going to be interrupting any enemy attacks. Got a wooden shield. So if you're going to use this weapon, you may want to take advantage of parrying and stuff. And before, what I did with my first character is I actually deleted that save file because I wanted to do this walkthrough with the new character, and I didn't necessarily want to create a new save spot. But with this character, I am going to do New Game Plus, because in New Game Plus there's a weapon you can get that is like a scythe. I do like the dodge swipe. Alright, so these enemies are going to drop some stuff. I think these guys almost always drop stuff, for the most part. We're gonna get that. Now there is a set of armor back here, but you have to be careful because it is trapped. You'll see that, and oh god, you'll want to move. If you get caught by that, there's a very good chance that you could die, or you're gonna lose a lot of your health. And we'll actually see that later. There's actually an enemy there that we just can't see right now. But we're actually gonna go this way first. So this is here. Oh, he hurts. I did stun him, but... Oh, there's the visceral. There we go. Seemed like he was stunned for a long time. I wonder if this weapon gives you, like, extra stun. Something like that, because normally the enemies... When you stun them, you have a very small window in order to get that visceral attack in, so... I'm honestly surprised I got it in that quick. Now, this gate is locked. You can go to the Hunter's Dream and buy an emblem from the Bath Messengers or whatever for 10,000 blood echoes, I believe. But overall, I don't think it's worth it because you will eventually get on the other side of that to open it. But if you want to cut out the middleman and buy the emblem to open that gate, you can. Just depends on how plentiful you are on blood echoes. Which, for this area, I'm a little overpowered. In these games, I like to be overpowered just because they have a level of difficulty to them already. Now, this area is a little confusing to me, to be honest. And I'll get to why here in a minute. Oh, my... Oh god, his attacks reach far. While I do like this weapon, it may not be the weapon for me just because it doesn't have the reach of the Hunter's Axe and the stun. I want to get him first. There we go. And watch out for the crows. They're really not that hard. They attack in like wherever their eyes are pointing is pretty much where they're going to attack. Now you can't do anything with that door. I believe there is a... At least I thought there was a body over here somewhere. There's something to pick up over here. Actually, it might be over this edge here. Oh, it's over here. We got a monocular, which honestly doesn't do very much as a whole. Now we're going to be moving into the section of this area that really confuses me because I really don't know what this area is for. To be honest. Now there is an imp over here. Oh, I see him. You have a very small window of opportunity to get him. I've never killed him myself. And I want to kill him. Those guys move very fast. And watch out for this guy. He has a long reach. He almost just hit me there. Oh, he hit me. There we go. And the blood looks good on this uniform. Alright, now. Getting to the reason this area confuses me, because it seems like you never... Unless I just never noticed it before, but it seems like you never go to that area over there. It looks pretty barren. Seems like you never go over there. At least from this way. And I don't know how to, like, get over this fence, if there is a way. And there is this area over here that you can go down. And there is a chest down here. And then this door, but it just says closed. I don't know if you can ever go through that door. I honestly don't know. This whole area confuses me. I mean, you go through this whole area just for that one chest. And that tempering blood gemstone or whatever may be worth it for you. For me, in this current state, it's not. I don't get this area. I don't know if I'm missing something here or what. I don't know. Although when I first came here in my first playthrough, I never came back here at the later part of the game, so I may have to try to do that in this walkthrough. Come back here at the later part of the game when the shit changes and see what goes on. I mean, for the most part, you get the monocular over here, and it's not really useful for anything. If you actually find a use for the monocular, I'd be pretty surprised. Other than... How did... Why is he back? And I can't target him. I think it's a glitch. 'Cause he's the one I killed. And I think for whatever reason his dead body is just back up. I think it's a glitch. Gotta be careful though. Don't want that invisible douche. I think he's hanging on this building over here. He's a real douchebag. But we're gonna go the correct way now. I thought there was a guy that stood there. I don't know, I must be going crazy, or my game is glitching out hardcore for some reason. Alright, now we are going to be here. Now you gotta be careful. The biggest threat in this group is honestly the dog. He is the biggest threat. Let's see if I can't, Never mind, it didn't really work. Oh, fucker. Alright. I'm gonna stick with this weapon just because it's something different. Using the same weapon throughout the whole thing can be a little annoying. Now, just to, actually, no, we're not gonna go in there. We end up down there anyway, so we're not gonna worry about that. I think there's yep, there is 2 dogs. Oh, I missed. There we go. And we're gonna go through here. I believe there's a body up here. Actually, it's down there. We're gonna go this way first. So there's an NPC over here we can talk to. And that's this guy.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligurius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
So in the game, there are vile bloods and pure bloods, I believe is what the other one's called. Something like that. Pure bloods is pretty much the good guys, and the vile bloods are pretty much the bad guys. I know one of the areas I have not been to in the game, which is going to be one of the blind parts of this walkthrough, is going to be seeing where the vile bloods are. And I think a similar situation like this occurs where you can cooperate or refuse. I don't know if you can align yourself with more than one of them. We're going to see how this goes. I'm going to cooperate with this guy, but I honestly don't know if you can cooperate with more than one or not. I don't know.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance. Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Alright. That's pretty much it. If you talk to him some more, he can give you some information. It's not real useful information. It's kind of information he gives you, and you kind of have to dissect it to know what he's talking about. He kind of tells you about some areas, which we don't really need, to be honest. We're going to get this body over here. The madman's knowledge. Once you get 10 insight, you do have access to another Bath messenger in the Hunter's Dream that deal where their currency is insight. So you can also do that. I'll probably show that to you guys at some point. We're gonna pull this so he can move that grave. And I would recommend being careful because there is this douche down here. Seems like that's a pretty powerful attack. Maybe we're gonna get that. Another madman's knowledge. And we're gonna head down this way. Which is pretty much gonna lead to a new area entirely. Now be careful in here. You do got this douchebag here. Oh, nice. Does seem like there is a... That does have a little bit of lunge to it, so that was actually pretty cool. You gotta be careful of him, though. The werewolves are kind of douchebags. I didn't even remember if there's anything over there or not. Now, this area we're going into now is kind of a... It's kind of a pain. And we're not going to take the ladder. You can drop straight on this bookshelf and drop down and not lose any health. And I don't think there's anything up here. Oh, there is a body. With an antidote. Antidotes are going to be really useful in this next area and the upcoming boss. Alright. Man, look at that blood. So now I got a new lamp. I believe there... Actually, I don't think there's anything over here. So we're good with that. And we're going to open this door to pretty much the next big area. Now, actually, if you stay over here for a quick second, this is actually one thing we can use the monocular for. Oh, whoops. Actually, it's not much of a zoom, so I don't really get what the point of this is, but you can see on that tower over there, there's a... You can't really see it all too well, but there's a dude up there, and he's a douche, and he has a minigun. We're going to be going to him here in a second. We're going to be going this way first. Do that drop-down attack. Kill this imp. Take his bloodstone shards. Now we're going to go down here. And we're going to fully commit. Go down all the way. Now, there is a dude down here. In fact, there might be more than one. I think there is. Oh, shit. These guys do deliver poison. So the antidote can be useful with these guys. But for the most part, I would try to save your antidotes for the boss battle coming up. It's, my nose itches today. I don't know what's going on, but I would recommend saving your torches for the boss battle, which we'll be getting to before too long. Now we're gonna... I think that's pretty much all there is to that. Drop down here. This will eventually become a shortcut, just not quite yet. We cannot open it from this side. So we're just gonna climb the ladder. Then we're gonna go back up and go the correct way to move on. Now this part of the game is where the difficulty kinda really ramps up. At this point the game is pretty much taken off the training wheels. So, I believe... Yeah, there's a body over here. And don't be stingy on your blood vials and stuff. At the same time, don't overuse them. Don't overuse them, but definitely try to... don't be afraid to use them at the same time. Now, when you see this fog, assume there's an enemy in it. Man, that back and then that back step and then attack is really good. It has a good lunge on it. I like it. Now there are more enemies here. There's one around here. Okay, he's dead. Take those. And there's also a body on the other side of this building. Now, an enemy will spawn. I don't know where he comes from. I haven't actually, like, taken the time to check. All I know is he does come when you start to go this way. Bloodstone shard. And if you haven't upgraded your weapons at this point in time, you will, you'll definitely want to. The game is going to start giving you more blood shards as you go along, so upgrading your weapons isn't going to be an issue. You will need different type of blood shards as you go on, but, I mean, for the first, like, 3 levels of your weapon, you should be fine for the most part. Now, we're gonna wait, because when we step down there, the dude is gonna start shooting at us with his minigun.
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless.
I need to be careful. fuck. You saw that meter. When that meter in the middle of the screen fills up all the way, you're gonna have a full effect poisoning, which is gonna poison you slowly over time. And now, pretty much what we're gonna do is yeah. We're gonna drop down here. Because he will start shooting at us. Now these guys are bigger. They're a little more annoying. They do have red eyes. Underneath their cloaks. That just means they're bigger and stronger. Gonna take a couple more hits to kill. Alright. He said, which is why I must stop you. He's gonna start shooting. You can see he's shooting his gun. That thing is gonna do a lot of damage. It is gonna do a ton of damage. So, be careful. We don't need to come up here. I don't know why I went up here. You can go that way. But you'll want to go this way. I think that way is for the most part a shortcut. I'm gonna get the pebbles though. Oh god. Alright. I'm going to take a blood vial. Oh god. Antidote. There are crows over here. But good thing about this weapon, fast attack, and you can take down a lot of enemies. He's gonna be on top of that building. There is... Fuck him. There is something over here. I want it. Fire paper. You gotta watch out for them. They will lay on the ground. Oh, I forgot about him entirely. Here we go. This doesn't really lead to anywhere. At least for right now. Now, this area is where it gets a little crazy. Because you don't want to stay out there too long. The guy's going to shoot at you. And along with the dude on the tower, there's also one of his pals down here, slightly that way. And they're hard. They are hunter type enemies, kind of like the crow lady I fought. They are hard, and your chances of beating them your first try are pretty slim. They are tough characters. Like I said, I like to be overpowered in these games just because of the level of difficulty. So they're not going to be a problem for me. I'm more than likely going to fight them, but I would recommend skipping them for now. But because there's stuff in this area that I want, I like exploring and I like getting all the stuff I can, I want to kill them. Yeah, you can see he's shooting, being real douchey. Now I am going to run back in here. They will follow. Now this guy will be alive. Here in this corner, you should be safe. They shouldn't be able to hit you. Alright, he kind of hit me there, but for the most part, pretty alright. Now I'm going to run over here real quick. Oh shit, I forgot about that other one. There we go. Alright, now there is a hunter over here. He's right... Oh, fucker. You can see him walking around over there. What we're going to do is we're going to bypass him for now because he's not the main issue. The dude on the gun is the main issue. So I'm going to run this way and run right here. Now the hunter that's up there, even if he sees you, he won't come down this far. So you don't have to worry about him really coming to you and fighting you. Now usually that's the way you'd want to go. We're going to climb this ladder because that's where the dude on the gun is going to be. Like I said, normally I recommend running through. Once you're at that doorway over there, run over here. Skip all that stuff. If you're not power leveling or anything, you do not want to fight these guys up front. It's pretty crazy. Now, if you do go up here, you can drop down there. We're going to do that here in a minute. I want to take care of this first. Now, this guy, you got to be careful. I think he does drop something pretty good, I believe. But my first time fighting him, I actually knocked him off the building and killed him, so I couldn't loot his body. So I want to fight him up here so I can kill him. Oh god, he got a visceral on me. Oh god, he's almost knocked me off the building. Now I am going to use the axe just because it's going to do a little bit more damage. He got another visceral out on me. And it's going to do a little bit of stun. This dude's gun is annoying. This guy usually isn't this bad, but when I want to kill him up here, god damn it. Now, these guys can heal too. Oh god. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet here just because I want to kill him and get his loot. I think he drops a weapon or something. I can't completely remember. He's almost dead. There we go. Alright. Powder keg, hunter badge. I don't remember exactly what he drops. I think when you kill him, he unlocks some stuff at the Hunter's Dream that you can get. That you can purchase from the Bath Messengers, but he's, I don't think you can ever use that, but normally that fight isn't so bad. If you're like my level, I could kill him no problem. It's just I wanted to fight him up here to loot his stuff. Last time I knocked him off the building, and if you're doing that, you can, if you're planning your attacks good enough, you can knock him off the building no problem and kill him. But I really wanted to fight him up there and get whatever it was he was going to drop. Alright, my nose is itchy today. Alright, now we're going to go fight this other hunter. See, there he is. Now this mist or whatever is a little annoying. Now I believe he has a saw spear. Having that backdash attack like that is actually really useful for getting away. You do a couple chains and then do it. That didn't really work that time, but... Now you do kind of want to be on them, like on their asses, because they can heal like you can. Fucker with this gun. Fucker, come here, fight me. There he is. I think he had the saw spear. I think when you pick this up, I think, I can't remember. Maybe it was the other dude where you can get the saw spear. I can't remember. All this stuff going on. Shit, yeah, there's other... Oh, there's crows. Okay, never mind. Oh, bastard. Got my health back, so it's okay. Now. So that ladder leads back up. We were already up there. That's initially where we pretty much came from. We are going to go down here, though. Cat. Ah, there he is. I think there might be another one. Yes, there is. Alright, they are going to be guarding this guy. Now, you can kind of see that room right there. You're going to be wondering, how do you get there? Well, I believe the way to get over there is right here. And I believe if you fall all the way down, you can still get there. But I think, like, the best way is to hop here and then try to land here and then here, then fall down. Or else you'll lose quite a bit of damage, because that's a pretty far drop. I believe there's a werewolf in here. No, there's just a lot of the dudes in here. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Try to collect all this shit. Oh, I tried to do my back dash attack or whatever. Now, I may get poisoned here. Oh, God. There we go. I don't know why he's running away. There's a chest here. Oh god. Yeah, you stay over there. There we go. Alright, I don't think I missed anything down here. So we're just gonna walk our way back. And go to the top level to where we can see that guy in the wheelchair. Ow. There we go. Yeah, there's a message here. And then you get some new uniform that you can wear. We're not gonna wear it. Now we're back here. And then what we're gonna do. So I think we got most of everything over here now. I don't know what that sound is. I don't remember hearing that before. We're gonna go back up this ladder. We're gonna drop down. And kill him. And you will be up here. Normally if you go down the ladder and just go through that doorway, that's where you'll end up, and you'll pretty much go around. But if you go up here, there's something you can get. I don't remember what that item is over there. I'm not sure I even got that on my playthrough, so I'm gonna walk nice and slowly. I want to make sure that I don't I didn't exactly want to do that, but I think I'll be alright. I don't know if I'll be able to make that jump though. Oh, I didn't make it. I did not make that jump. I don't remember what that item is. I'm not sure I even got it on my playthrough. I'm not even sure how to get down from this spot safely, so I may have to YOLO it. Heal. Oh, well. Alright, that didn't hurt so bad. Now, all these ones in here are the red-eyed ones. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the axe. You can see that meter is almost filled up pretty decently. Oh crap, I'm out of stamina. Now I am poisoned. I'm not too worried about it. I do have pretty good health, relatively. Actually, one of the things we're going to do while we're here is equip the, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. The antidote to a quick spot. Because I will need it anyway for the boss fight. Oh, I didn't want that. He's stuck. We'll get this body while we're back here. Still hear some enemies yelling around and stuff like that. There's a staircase around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. It'll lead you to him. I'm not really too worried about that body up there. It's more than likely nothing too important. It's probably like a bloodstone shard or something. And at this point, I have plenty of those. Now, this main hallway where you originally would come into this building, there is some dudes here. I'll kill them just for the experience, if nothing else. Is that the only one? I guess those were the only two. Alright. Now, we need to get back down. I don't feel like taking the stairs. So we're gonna take this. Grab this while we're here. And down we go. Looks like they hung up a werewolf, or I'm not really sure what that was. When I first came in here, I thought that would be a boss, like not just a, you know, an ornament for their church or whatever. We're gonna go up here, take this ritual blood. I believe that's pretty much just used for a chalice dungeon, which I probably won't do much of anything with those. I'm gonna go this way first, be met with some crows who are guarding a body, I believe. Oh. That's it for this section. Now we're gonna go this way. I believe we're gonna go up here real quick. Whoops. And this is a shortcut to get back up to where we fought that second hunter. There's a lot of shortcuts in the game, so always explore. Shortcuts are really useful. Now, like I said earlier, if there's fog like this, assume there's something in it. Oh, that was the original one, I thought. He wasn't dead. Oh, they're both dead. Cool. Now, I believe there's an imp on the other side of this. Or at least I thought there was. Pretty sure there's supposed to be an imp, like, hiding behind this thing. The thing with the imps, though, is if they see you, get too close, they'll run away and they'll disappear. They always drop something, though, like a bloodstone shard, or they always drop something. We're gonna go down here. This is like a low area of the city. I really don't want to fight both these werewolves at the same time, but if I have to. Oh god. Alright, come on. And again, I'm kind of overpowered for this area, so I'm fighting a little recklessly. Don't fight like I do. Or like I am. Always... I mean, there's not much... I can teach you certain things about certain enemies, but for the most part, the combat I can't really teach you. Just the only thing you have to remember is don't be greedy. Try to go for the 3-hit combo, then back off. That's what I would recommend. Now, this door we're not going to be able to open. This door we're going to open for the other side, but the other side is actually an optional boss, which we will fight. He is kind of a douche, but oh, we'll fight him. Now, first things first, we're going to go this way. There's a werewolf on top of this building. I don't know why he's there. He's never jumped down and attacked me, so I'm not really sure why he's there. We're going to throw a pebble at him. I don't know what my pebbles are hitting exactly. Alright, you know what? Never mind, we'll shoot him. I believe there's just a body over here. Oh, beast blood pellet. Those are pretty good. They pretty much double your strength for the most part. And when you use them, you want to put in as many hits as possible. I think it makes it last longer and adds slightly more damage to it. Be careful here because of him. He's a douche. We're going to go up here and be sure to be careful. There are a couple guys in here. Now we're going to go all the way up. This is going to lead to a shortcut to the very beginning of this area. Take that as well. Now this leads to this gate that we tried to open before, or if we walk that way, there'll be that tower. That'll take you to the very, very beginning of this area. And up here we get some fire paper, which is pretty good. I believe I explained the fire paper and stuff in the first or second video. But for the most part, they can be imbued onto some weapons. And they'll do fire damage, and there's also bolt paper, which will do some electricity damage. And they're actually really good. I believe the fire is good for the beast type enemies, and the electricity is good for the hunter type enemies. I'm not even sure if the fire paper cannot be used on this weapon. The fire paper and the bolt paper can only be used on certain weapons. There are some weapons they can't be used on, but this weapon is not one of them. Which is why I recommend the Hunter Axe a lot of times. In its short form and its long form, you can use fire paper or bolt paper. So it is pretty worth it, in my opinion. Now what we're going to do... attack him. I also believe there's a wolf around here somewhere. Ah, there he is. A red one. Or a red-eyed one. So he's going to take a couple more hits. That lunge attack. I really like that lunge attack. Now, I believe there might be a body around here somewhere. Ah. I'm gonna select my antidote. We'll take that. that's where we need to go. Let's take a look around over here real quick. There's always stuff you can find. Now, I believe there are a couple enemies in this area, like 1 or 2, I think. Ah, there's one. I believe there's one on the other side. Okay. Oh wow, there's a third one. I thought there was only 2. Alright, what do we got here? If you require assistance, you need only ring the bell. Which is for the co-op stuff if you want to do that. I've never played any of the co-op stuff. I don't really feel like it's necessary. And the multiplayer concept of this game is overly complicated that I don't know. Unless you have to sit down and actually go through the time to actually do it. Now, this is where the next boss battle is. This is the blood-starved beast. I am covered in blood. But this is the blood-starved beast. Now, what we're going to do... I'm pretty curious to see how this weapon's going to do with this enemy. Pretty much for the majority of my first playthrough, I used the hunter axe on the bosses. So I do have it just in case. But the blood-starved beast is definitely... it's a pretty formidable enemy. You're going to want your antidotes. He can poison you. He is a fast-moving one, so want to make sure you have stamina to dodge. Now, a lot of the bosses have like little intros. This guy does not. Not sure why. I'm gonna stay locked onto him. Do a couple hits. Try to back off. That wasn't smart. He is a fast-moving enemy. Pretty crazy. Gotta be careful. See, he moves around a lot. When he attacks, I recommend dodging or like rolling towards him. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I'm gonna bring out the hunter axe. Seems to do a little more damage. It's a little slower. Kind of surprised he hasn't poisoned me yet. The hunter axe's second form reach may be pretty useful on this boss. Oh god, hit me. One hit is like almost fills the bar halfway with poison. Even a strong hit from the hunter axe can stun some bosses. I hate that attack. Oh god, that launch. I think he missed. That's gonna play out to my benefit. He's almost dead. Like one more good hit will kill him. And just like that, he is dead. Alright. Of course, when a boss is dead, drops a lamp. Now, if you're having a hard time fighting him and you do get poisoned a lot and you run out of antidotes, there's a body back here that will give you some antidotes. Now, there are a few instances in this game where you'll fight a boss and you'll not quite know what to do next, just because it leads to a dead end, just like this. Well, there was that closed door in the cathedral ward. Now that's going to be open. That's going to be open now, and we'll be able to go through it. Which is going to be quite nice. And I think we'll just go to the Hunter's Dream, then go back to the cathedral ward to save a little bit of time, not walk all the way back. Because these areas are decently large. And, oh yeah, since we have over 10 insight, you can see by the eye icon on the top right of the screen, I have over 10, so what that's going to do now is that's going to activate this blood fountain. And you can buy stuff from here using your insight, be it the multiplayer component stuff like the bells, or the blood cocktails. You can also buy some clothing here, like we got the Ashen armor here, and Father Gascoigne's garb. Like I said, I don't exactly know how you pronounce his name, but that's how I pronounce it. So now we're going to go here. We're going to go back to Cathedral Ward. Alright, so now we're back here. And originally this door was shut, now it is open. And we'll be able to go this way. Now, this is a lift. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step on it. And I'm going to look this way and turn around and pretty much walk this way so you can come out this little section here, because the elevator will not stop here. This is like a, I don't really want to call it a secret, but it's kind of like a little secret area that you can go to. And there's a couple of them in the game. So be sure whenever you go up and down elevators, you look for that type of stuff. And that just leads to the second floor of the Cathedral Ward lamp area. It gives you that rune. And that's pretty much it. Then you'll just drop back down, lose a good chunk of health. But, I don't know, just something to show you. Since the elevator's now up, do not jump down there. I know it looks like there's ground down there, but you will fall through it and you will die. So don't jump down there. But if you need the elevator back, you just gotta pull the lever. And you will come back here. Now this time we're gonna go all the way to the top. There are gonna be some guys up here, some villagers. I would recommend just running out here, because there'll be this wheelchair guy with a Gatling gun. And a chest. Alright. And these runes that I'm getting are runes you can actually apply to your character, but you do need a certain tool in order to use the memory altar within the Hunter's Dream in order to use it, and that's you get that from an optional boss, which we are going to fight. Now this area is a little weird. At the end of this bridge, there's guys waiting for you, but there's also guys that shoot at you on the second story over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run. So they don't... Oh, he still got me. And this is the Healing Church Workshop. Now, this guy kind of hides in the corner shooting at you. We're gonna collect everything they drop. Open this chest. Now, we're actually going to see the area that leads to one of the areas that I completely missed in my first walkthrough. I actually did get the item that I needed to unlock this door, but I completely forgot to go through it during my playthrough of it. I don't remember if there's anything... Ah, there is. Yeah, that's right. So first of all, we're going to take a trip atop this tower real quick. The top of this tower is going to lead to a temporary dead end. Like I said, the top of this tower does lead to an area that I completely missed. In my first walkthrough, so that part of this walkthrough will be blind, along with another part. Now, I believe... Oh yeah, I knew it! I thought there was a big guy up here. Hopefully he'll come in here. The good thing about having the interact on these guys is like the slight knockback. That is kind of nice. They always drop something though. I think they always usually drop at least 2 blood vials, so if you have to use any blood vials on them, you'll probably get them back. We'll knock him off. I don't think there's anything behind here. I think we just gotta go up the ladder. And as far as the enemies go, that may be it. For up here, I believe. Maybe not. Oh, nope. Wheelchair guy. I think he has a flamethrower. Oh god, there's a sword guy in here. Oh god, he's still alive. And another flamethrower. Jesus Christ. Jerk bags. Alright, so we're gonna get this chest. And we get the Radiant Sword Hunter badge. Which I don't remember exactly what it gives you. But there is this door here, which is currently locked. Currently. That's pretty much all I come up here for. That's the door I was talking about. I do know how to get to the other side of that door. It's going to be a little bit before we can go back there, but I do know how to get back there. And it's an area I completely missed on my first playthrough of this game, so It'll be interesting to do that blind for you guys. Now to move on slightly, where I might end this video. So we're going to drop down there. This is pretty much the correct way to go for this section. So we're going to drop down here. Now we're going to want to be careful. There are some bodies down here, like there's that one over there. But the first thing we're going to want to go to is there's a door about 3/4 of the way down here that I want to go through, and the best way I found to get to it is to kind of go in between that little plank that was sticking out and these 3 ropes and drop down to land on this. And you're gonna want to heal. I don't need to use another one. And then we're gonna drop down to this one. And then here's this door. Now this one is actually pretty interesting because this is the actual, through this door anyway, is the actual physical location of the hunter's dream. This is the actual physical area within Yharnam of the hunter's dream. So all this should look familiar. The doll stands here. There's some graves right here. And then you walk in here. And then there's a lamp in here. And then there's the doll. 1/3 of umbilical cord. Now the umbilical cords, I've found 2 of them in my initial walkthrough. I don't remember where I don't know where the 3rd one is. I may look that up because I know there's 3 endings to the game. And to get the 3rd ending, which is what people call the real ending of the game, you have to use all 3 umbilical cords. Which I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might, just because when you use all 3 umbilical cords, it actually leads to an actual... It unlocks another boss battle at the end of the game, pretty much. So it may be worth it to do that. So there's the doll that does your upgrades for you. If you go here, Old Hunter Bone, and there should be... it's in here. This is pretty funny, actually. You get the doll clothing set, which is just pretty funny to have. But this is the physical location of the Hunter's Dream area within Yharnam. And it's just pretty interesting, and now you have a lamp, you can travel here. And start out at the lower portion of that tower we were dropping down. But we're going to go ahead and go back to the Hunter's Dream, and I'm going to end this video pretty much here. I'm going to show you something real quick, though. That'll be pretty interesting, I think. So actually, we now have another grave up here unlocked. Pretty much all of these graves, this one, this one, this one, and this one, are all pretty much gravestones to travel to lamps that you've unlocked. So now this one just got unlocked with our old abandoned workshop. And I don't really know what constitutes the separation between each one. We still have a couple places to go that'll go on this one, but then once you get further enough into the game, this one will unlock, and then all of your lamp fast travel points will appear on this one. It's kind of weird. I don't really know why they did that, why they didn't all just put it into one, but you know, it is what it is. The doll is probably up visiting the grave up here. There she is. Sometimes she'll visit the grave. Kind of weird. The old man is here. Garamon, I believe his name is. But that's where I'm going to go and end this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I think we got a good bit accomplished. We got a boss battle done. Pretty sweet. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for the love and support you've been leaving on all the previous Bloodborne videos. It means a lot. I really enjoy this game. And it's really because I enjoy this game so much that I went ahead and recorded it anyway, even though I kind of said I wasn't. After I beat it once, I wanted to record it for you guys and share it just because this game is quite an experience. The The atmosphere, the setting is just so cool. I really like it a lot. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all so much for the love and support, not only on this series, but on the channel in general this year in 2015. I can't thank you all enough. It's been an amazing year. Looking forward to the rest of the year. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. I am out.